Hi everybody, it's me, Willie from Willie's Guitars. Here we are late at night. You can see I got all the lights off. I want to talk to you really quick about one thing, and that's tone. A friend of mine that works for a major touring act, they were talking about one of their artists that had a wah-wah pedal. And he was very concerned about the tone of the wah-wah, and they went through and tried and they spent hours and hours just for wah-wah for one song. That in a way is your job as a musician, tone, to worry about how it sounds. It's one thing to play a chord on a guitar, but a guitar that has great tone, that's something that provides inspiration to you, the player. The player is inspired, and if the player is inspired and he's really digging in on the tone, it will relate to the audience, and it's an important part of your personal satisfaction to the instrument. Now, tone with an acoustic guitar is the responsibility in a lot of cases of the wood itself. Our friends at Martin Guitar cure their wood in a very careful way. They will not be rushed. They've never been rushed. They're very careful about how they cure the wood. That's the one thing you can say about Martin. A lot of other people talk about it, but Martin really has led the way. So many other manufacturers copy Martin in the way they're bracing, the sizes, the headstocks, the shape. All of this is copies of the legendary Martin, and old antique Martins will really improve on age. Now, Brazilian Rosewood. This is a gorgeous Brazilian Rosewood guitar. I'm going to back into the light a little bit. Hopefully you can see it. This guitar has beautiful grain. You can see Brazilian. Once you're used to seeing it, it has these deep, dark, coffee-colored streaks. And the rest of the wood has got kind of more of a rose color. It does have a rose smell. That's where the name comes from. But it's a little milkier and creamier. But you can see these grains, and you can also see the book matched. How this is, these grains match each other. And that, of course, is they split the wood like a book, like that. And so that really is part of tone as well. And Brazilian Rosewood is now a $20,000 option on most guitars. So order whatever guitar you want, and you don't want Indian Rosewood, you'd rather have the Brazilian Rosewood, it's $20,000. They're no longer going to cut any trees of Brazilian Rosewood. Martin has told us that they're no longer going to buy any Brazilian Rosewood. Finding guitars now in this decade that is Brazilian Rosewood, it's going to seem kind of expensive. I guarantee you it'll seem cheap in the future. I sold this guitar, which is a, I forget the year here, a 2000 D28 GE Brazilian. These were limited edition guitars, and only about a quarter of these were done in this famous sunburst. So you have this Adirondack top, and you can see that this guitar was played. Personally, for me, I don't like brand new looking guitars. I know that guitars have opened up by the wear market. I tend to gravitate towards very, very beat guitars. Old vintage guitars have great tone, they have great age. The wood is aged even more. You take a guitar from the 50s and a 1958 guitar is aged an additional 63 years. This guitar from 2000 we sold new to the original customer. It ended up coming back to us, and it had been played regularly. The bass response is deep and dark and buttery and smooth and has almost its own sustain along with the rest of the note. This also has an Adirondack top. It's been aged really well. It's got some dings and scratches. It has been played, and for us, that's a good thing. This guitar actually has a pickup built into it. And again, if you're looking for great tone, that would be a great guitar.